Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the heavyweight bout between Dontel Mays versus Hamdy Abdelwahab. How I feel about this one right here is Hamdy has not fought anybody. His competition has been ridiculously, horrendously, disgustingly, disturbingly disgusting. Been fighting absolute garbage competition, like absolute garbage competition. And I really don't rate his Greco-Roman Olympian status all that much because it's not like he was. They say, oh, he placed fifth, he placed 10th, he placed 15th. Well, I don't know, 15 probably the very bottom, but and you can be Olympian if your country's trash at whether they just trash at the sport. But then you got a rank to become Olympian. You gotta win in certain things or pass them. But anyway, I'm just not impressed with his what I've seen from him in his wrestling. I'm not impressed at all. And like you literally fighting the worst competition. His wrestling doesn't look like no big force. If his wrestling anything worth he should be flipping these guys around and tapping them out flipping around and ground and pounding them in like under 2 minutes or at least in the first round. But in reality, what I've seen is him knocking these bums out. So his wrestling ain't impressing me, and I feel like experience is a big factor. Like I feel like with the competition he's for, he should have at least had at least one or matter of fact at least 5 level step because these guys literally in the 6 feet deep. That's how trash they are. They're not even on the radar. That's how trash they are. So I feel like you should at least have elevated yourself some bit to at least some bit of decency of competition before getting UFC. Like you can have all this experience, have all this. Matter of fact, even if he was a super solid wrestler, like a gold medalist, with level competition he's fought, I would have concerns, and I'm ultimately going to lean against him. And he's not a gold medalist, and his competition isn't great, and his frame's not great for heavyweight. He's like short, a little bit chunky on the chunky side. And yeah, his striking don't look all that great. I feel like Dontel May should be to beat him everywhere. He has a huge reach with like 6'4", 6'5", versus a guy who's like 6 feet, probably really like 5'11" or 5'10", chunky, not all that fast. Walks with his hands down and swing hooks, and looks to knock these scrubs out. So I don't know how that's gonna translate when you take that big of a jump up from beyond mediocrity to at least a guy that's decent. And Dontel Mays is showing improvements, especially in the last fight. I'm not saying he completely turned his whole career around and said, oh my God, Dontel Mays is this dude right now, but he at least has earned and cemented his place in the UFC. Like he belongs in the UFC and can do well enough to stick around in the UFC for some good number of years. And if he keeps building on that, he could maybe even make himself a little bit of a factor or even a big factor, potentially. I'm not gonna say big factor, but something of a factor in some point in this weight class, whether it be like a low gate guardian, mid-tier gate guardian, or maybe elevate himself to maybe even the optional title fight on short notice or something like that. But he got some potential, whereas Hamdy Abdelwahab showed that he could take out the trash. That's what he showed. He could take out the trash. Well, it's not even trash. He could poop in the toilet. They below trash. The people he fought. So experience is everything. I like Dontel Mays' height. I like his size. I like the fact that he's been working on his wrestling and his grappling to be able to just really extend Abdelwahab. Whether he puts his lights out first round, what I'm really gonna see is like he's gonna extend them a little bit, pick him apart, make him miss, hurt him. Abdelwahab probably go for like a panic takedown. They probably get put in like a newbie bulldog headlock type submission, or not even bulldog, like a little front choke after he wears himself out, swinging these big shots and missing, getting tagged up, face busted, nose leaking, mouth leaking, and probably get like put in a choke and tap out in probably like 0.5 seconds. As soon as he his gas tank gets suspended, he gets busted up, he can't really find no avenue. His opponent not falling over like they've been falling over. His opponent not paid off. Nose bleeding, mouth leaking, gasping for air, probably getting stuck with some teeps to the body. Takedown not going through. It's not easy no more. It's a huge, drastically major leap from the level of mediocrity that he's been fighting, and he just not gonna be able to float at all. It's gonna get a big reality check in his debut. Now I'm gonna say like second round. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say first round. This guy, I don't know if he can go first round getting tagged up like that. I'm gonna say first round. He's gonna get picked apart, gassed out in the very first round, and then choked out in that first round. So in this fight, I got Dontel Mays via first round submission.